媳妇嘞，那个嘛，都靠你了。
As a member of the IEEE International Blockchain Studies, I'm well aware of the impact and the potential. As a member of the IEEE WikiExpo conference, will provide a well aware of the impact industry leaders, technical experts, and innovators from around the world to exchange ideas and discuss the development technical and prospects and innovation from around the world. I would like to congratulate all the friends who are attending this conference. May the WikiExpo conference be a great success in Singapore, becoming a grand event in the field of blockchain. I hope everyone can gain a wealth of knowledge and inspiration at the conference. It's more like-minded friends, everyone can gain a wealth of innovation and development of blockchain technology. Lastly, I wish you all the enjoyable time and development. I look forward to meeting you all at the WikiExpo. I wish you all explore the bright future of blockchain together. I look forward to meeting you all at the WikiExpo.
WikiExpo has been committed to building successful business. Here I wish the WikiExpo Global Financial Summit for business.
Hello, I'm WikiExpo Bitcoin is a solution aiming at supporting WikiExpo leveraging the Bitcoin solution aiming at supporting participating to the WikiExpo, which is a conference where people will be able to explore Web3 development, innovation, I look forward to be able to
I've won Science and Asia, as well as I'm the founder of WikiFX now. I would like to thank you, WikiExpo, for inviting me, and I'm looking forward to participate in WikiExpo Summit. And WikiExpo is one of the leading pioneering in the industry. I look forward to seeing you all. Bye!
Hi everyone, this is Myrtle Ramos, the founder and CEO of BlockSites and PlaceWar. I'm speaking and I want to personally invite everyone to the WikiExpo 2023 taking place on May 27, 2023 at the Marina Bay Sands, Singapore. This year's event will feature keynote speakers, panel discussions, and of course interactive workshops that will explore the latest trends and innovation in the world of Wiki, and at the same time the metaverse, blockchain, and Web3. I hope to see you there. Please stay safe and healthy.
Hi everyone, my name is Rory Moore and I'm a social entrepreneur from the United Kingdom. I'll be participating at the WikiExpo Summit. WikiExpo has been committed to building a successful business network with the financial industry. I look forward to communicating with you all live, where I'll be talking about the topic of education technology.
Hello everyone, myself Sunny Mohanty from Bitcoin Crypto Trading Exchange. I'm going to participate in this WikiExpo Summit. WikiExpo has been committed to building a successful business network for the financial industry. So I look forward to communicating with you live. See you at the event. Bye.
Hello everyone, I'm Thomas from Sinophi. I will participate in this WikiExpo Summit. WikiExpo has always been leading the industry trend. Here, looking forward to communicating with you live.
Hello everyone, my name is Tobias. I'm a partner at Blockchain Founders Fund. We are a Singapore-based early-stage venture capital fund focused purely on Web3. We've invested announced that I will be participating in the WikiExpo Summit. The WikiExpo Summit has been committed to building a successful business network for the financial industry. So let's come together, network, and innovate, and see what the future opportunities in the space will be. I'm excited to meet everyone live and in person. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Tony Fu from Hong Kong International New Economic Research Institute. I will participate in this WikiExpo Summit. WikiExpo is the most professional event in the financial industry. Looking forward to communicating with you live.
Hello everyone, I'm Annie from Bearsworth. I will participate in the WikiExpo Summit. WikiExpo has been committed to building a successful business network for the financial industry. Looking forward to communicating with you.
Hello， 大家好，我是来自中国移联元宇宙产业的林佳宁。 我将参与本次 WikiExpo 峰会，与大家进行现场交流，碰撞思想，开拓明天。
Hello everyone, I'm David here from Singapore. I will participate in this WikiExpo. WikiExpo is a professional event in financial industry. I'm looking forward to meet you in Singapore. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Hi there. I'm Hassan Ahmed, the Country Director for Singapore at Coinbase, the global trusted crypto exchange. I'm excited to be speaking at WikiExpo Summit at Marina Bay Sands this year. WikiExpo is a great place to keep up with industry trends, as well as connect with your fellow participants across the financial services and technology ecosystems. So see you all at the event. Take care.
Good day, everyone. I'm Ian Chiu, founder and CEO of GreenyWeb, a Singapore-based climate tech company that decarbonizes digital infrastructure. We do so by reducing the CO2 associated with websites. I am pleased to be speaking as part of a panel on the topic of ESG and its intersection with Web 2 and Web 3 at the upcoming WikiExpo Singapore 2023. I look forward to speaking to all of you on the 27th of May, 2023, 2 p.m. Singapore time. See you soon.
I'm Ming from Complex. I will participate in this WikiExpo Summit. And WikiExpo has always been leading the industry trend. So I'm really looking forward to communicating with you live.
Hello everyone, I am Bing Xue from NUS. I will participate in this WikiExpo Summit. WikiExpo is the most professional event in our financial industry. Looking forward to communicating with you live.
Hi, this is Yuzin, CTO of Cake DeFi. I will be speaking at WikiExpo Summit at Marina Bay Sands on the 27th of May, and I'll see you there.
Hi everyone, I'm Clement from CoinLife. I'll be participating in the upcoming WikiExpo Summit. WikiExpo is dedicated to building a successful business network for the financial industry. Looking forward to meeting you there.
Hi everyone, my name is Debashi Bandyopadhyay and I'm from KPMG Singapore. I'm going to be on WikiExpo Finance. I'm looking forward to communicating with you live. WikiExpo has been dedicated to build a very successful business network for financial industry. See you soon.
Hey everyone, my name is Eli. I'm from CoinsPH. I'll be participating at WikiExpo Summit in Singapore. Really looking forward to see everyone there. See you.
Since its founding in 2019, the WikiExpo has been a place in which like-minded individuals and companies in finance gather to exchange the latest ideas and to network. This year, the WikiExpo is back in Singapore at the Marina Bay Convention Center. My name is Daniel Ang and I'm founder and CEO of Traders Academy International Private Limited. Now, I have actually practically grown up with Singapore as it evolved into a major financial center since the 1980s. Now, I would love to see you guys at this event on May 27, 2023. See you guys. Bye-bye.
Hello traders, this is Max, founder of Rich Dad PH Trading Community, and I will be participating in this upcoming WikiExpo Summit. WikiExpo has been committed in building a successful business network for the financial industry, and I'm looking forward to communicating with you in the live event. See you.
Hello everyone, this is James from Alibaba Cloud. I will be participating in this WikiExpo Summit. WikiExpo has been committed to building a successful business network for the financial industry. Looking forward to communicating with you live.
1-2.
All right, a very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, the big warm welcome to all of you. All right, so once again, I'd like to invite all of you to please join us in here in the speaking hall itself. We're going to start in another 5 more minutes. So I'm really, really excited to see you all here, all right, to join us for this grand opening ceremony.
好，没错，看一下我们时间呢，已经是9:01了哈。那我们大概会5分钟之后呢，就会开始有请到我们所有的参与者，或者是我们的商家们，或者是我们今天的 visitors， 然后呢来到我们舞台前面呢先就坐，然后呢也没有说指定哪一个位置呢是留给某一些 VIP 的哈，所以就是 free sitting。Okay, so guys, you can just like come to stage right here, and of course in front of our stage, okay, there will be plenty of seats. Okay, please fill it up right now, and of course because our event will be starting in another 5 more minutes.
So see you guys in another 5 more minutes. All right, so gather right now, right here in our speaking hall itself. Thank you.
All right.
Hi, I'm Andy Lin from Singapore. I'm an intergovernmental blockchain advisor. I give advice to various countries. I'm also a book author. Recently wrote a book about NFT. So I will be speaking at the Wiki Expo Summit in Singapore. I hope to meet all of you and exchange some insights in the industry. See you soon.
Hello everyone, this is Caesar, the Chief Technology Officer of TipTop. It is my great honor to extend my warmest congratulations for the upcoming Wiki Expo conference to be held in Singapore. As a member of the IEEE International Blockchain Standard Committee, I'm well aware of the impact and the potential of blockchain technology worldwide. Wiki Expo conference will provide a valuable platform for industry leaders, technical experts, and innovators from around the world to exchange ideas and discuss the development trends and the prospects of blockchain technology together. I would like to congratulate all the friends who are attending this conference. May the Wiki Expo conference be a great success in Singapore, becoming a grand event in the field of blockchain. I hope everyone can gain a wealth of knowledge and inspiration at the conference, meet more like-minded friends, and contribute to the innovation and the development of blockchain technology together. Lastly, I wish you all an enjoyable time in Singapore. I look forward to meeting you all at the Wiki Expo to explore the bright future of blockchain together.
Hello everyone, I'm Elle from New York First.
WikiExpo has been committed to building a successful business network for the financial industry. Here, I wish the WikiExpo Global Financial Summit have a success.
Hello, I'm Eric Alexandre, founder of JetCoin. JetCoin is a solution aiming at supporting emerging talent in sports and entertainment, leveraging blockchain technology via NFTs. I'll be participating to the WikiExpo, which is a great financial conference where people will be able to explore Web3 development, innovation, and look for a lot of opportunity. I look forward to communicate with you live. Thank you. Bye.
Hi everyone, this is Hanis Mamalis. I'm NFT Queen Asia, as well as I'm the founder of Reinvent DAO. I would like to thank you, WikiExpo, for inviting me, and I'm looking forward to participate in WikiExpo Summit. And WikiExpo is a leading pioneering industry. I look forward to seeing you all. Bye.
Hi everyone, this is Myrtle Ramos, the founder and CEO of Blocktides and PlaceWar. I'm speaking and I want to personally invite everyone to the WikiExpo 2023, taking place on May 27, 2023 at the Marina Bay Sands, Singapore. This year's event will feature keynote speakers, panel discussions, and of course interactive workshops that will explore the latest trends and innovation in the world of Wiki and at the same time the metaverse, blockchain, and Web3. I hope to see you there. Please stay safe and healthy.
Hi everyone, my name is Rory Moore and I'm a social entrepreneur from the United Kingdom. I'll be participating at the WikiExpo Summit. WikiExpo has been committed to building a successful business network for the financial industry. I look forward to communicating with you all live, where I'll be talking about the topic of education technology.
Hello everyone, myself Sunny Mohanty from Bitcoin Crypto Trading Exchange. I'm going to participate in this WikiExpo Summit. WikiExpo has been committed to building a successful business network for the financial industry. So I look forward to communicating with you live. See you at the event. Bye.
Hello everyone, I'm Thomas from Sinophy. I will participate in this WikiExpo Summit. WikiExpo has always been leading the industry trend. Here, looking forward to communicating with you live.
Hello everyone, my name is Tobias. I'm a partner at Blockchain Founders Fund. We are a Singapore-based early-stage venture capital fund focused purely on Web3. We've invested in over 110 companies, and we are still one of the most active investors in this space. I'm super excited to announce that I will be participating in the WikiExpo Summit. The WikiExpo Summit has been committed to building a successful business network for the financial industry. So let's come together, network, and innovate.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, a very good morning once again, okay? And a big warm welcome to Wiki Finance Expo Singapore 2023. Let's up.
Put your hands together and round of applause. Thank you.
All right. So my name is Karen, and this is my partner.
I'm Nickman, everyone.
And we are the ambassador of WikiExpo. And you've probably seen us in Malaysia, Hong Kong, and now in Singapore. And I'm really, really excited to see all of you right here. This is absolutely a great platform for us to actually have a deep chat, a fire chat, to talk more about topics such as blockchains, crypto, Web3, finance, and also capital management. And moreover, for your information, today's schedule is going to be very, very packed, and I'm very excited for you guys. Starting from 11:20 up to 3 p.m., we're going to have 4 panel sessions. And apart from that, we do have our VIP guests going to share with us their keynote speech. And apart from that, the highlight of today's event is none other than Wiki Finance Award presentation ceremony is going to be at 4 p.m. So stay tuned, and I believe all of you gonna learn a lot more than the last time.
好，对了，没错。那各位来宾，还有我们所有的朋友们，欢迎来到我们这个2023年度新加坡举行的这个 Wiki 金融博览会。如果是懂得中文的朋友们，现在呢，掌声鼓励给我响起来，好不好？谢谢大家。谢谢。那再次介绍我们两位，我是 Nickman， 然后呢，这个美女站在我身边是 Karen。再次掌声送给我们两位主持人，好不好？谢谢大家 ，Thank you。好，欢迎大家。然后呢，我们其实马来西亚呢跟香港都见过面哦，非常高兴呢，就是再一次呢新加坡这里呢跟大家会合聚会一下。然后呢，今天呢我们也是为了准备就是丰富的节目给大家呢费尽了心思哈。然后呢，今天的这个就是 包括了不一样的领域，也就是我们这个 Web3 加密币，然后呢区块链，还有我们这个金融还有资管的。今天的这个日程呢是非常非常的紧凑的。我们先将重要的部分呢预告一下，就是从这个早上的11点20分开始呢，一直到下午的3点钟呢，为大家准备了这个4个大师集团的这个就是圆桌会议。然后呢到了4点钟呢，将会举行我们这个已经是期待已久的这个 event， 也就是我们这个 Wiki 金融展览2023年颁奖典礼。所以呢，请求大家千万不要错过。All right, Karen, pass it back to you.
That's right. To kickstart today's event, and we would like to invite Mr. Rory Moore, and he's the Forbes 30 member and also the United Nations Youth Representative. And he is going to present to us the rise of corporate social responsibility in Asia. How and why should company respond? So let's give it up to Mr. Rory Moore.
掌声送给我们的 Rory Moore。
Thank you very much for the introduction. It's a real pleasure to be here today in Singapore. It was not that long ago that I saw a lot of familiar faces in Hong Kong, so it's really exciting to be here in Southeast Asia this time. And of course, throughout today, we're going to hear a lot about really exciting new technologies, Web3, blockchain, all sorts of transformative technologies. But one of the things that underpins all types of business activity, no matter what the technology, no matter what the field, is the fact that businesses are one of the key stakeholders in the financial system. And so what I want to talk about today is how businesses have a role to play in society, and how, as business leaders, a lot of you are here today as executives, as leaders, what can you learn about the rise of corporate social responsibility in Asia? What is it? Why should you think about it? And what can you gain from looking at it? So just to quickly outline what I'm going to talk about for the next 15 minutes or so. First, I'm just going to give a bit of context about myself, but then I'm going to actually define what corporate social responsibility is, explain why your company should think about and engage in CSR, and then, of course, tell you how you should do it, and also what not to do. So first, a little bit about me, just to give you the context from the angle from which I'm approaching this talk. During the pandemic, I created the world's largest COVID-19 volunteering organization. We had 50,000 volunteers in 40 countries around the world. As was mentioned, I was in the Forbes 30 under 30 list. I also received an award from the former British Prime Minister and from the United Nations as well. The Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, he appointed me to advise the government in the UK on volunteering strategy. And I also advise companies around the world on sustainability, ESG, and I also speak at events like this in order to encourage other business leaders to take the right steps to help other people. So, first question, in order to talk about corporate social responsibility, sustainability, it's probably useful to define what we actually mean by CSR. So I've just pulled up a definition here from the United Nations, which basically, I'm not going to read it out, but one of the key things I want to highlight is that it's a management concept. So it's not just something that gets thought about by someone junior or someone who's in charge of sustainability. The idea is that this is a central concept to an organization, and it's integrated in business operations. So it's not just a tokenistic gesture or a piece of marketing that happens on one part of the company. Rather, this is about integrating sustainability into the day-to-day operations of your company. It's about social and environmental concerns. So we're going to go on into a little bit more detail about this later, but also it's about how you interact with the stakeholders. So that could be investors. It could be your customers if you're a B2B. It could be your consumers if you're a consumer-facing company. All sorts, or even your own talent, which we'll talk about. So given we're in Southeast Asia today, I want to just give you a few primers or a few facts about CSR in this region specifically. So the Asian Development Bank found that 73% of companies in Southeast Asia have some form of CSR initiatives, and that's up a lot on the past decade. So you can see this is becoming more and more something that companies are looking at. And indeed, 92% of companies in Asia believe that CSR activities, corporate social responsibility, has actually improved their financial performance. quite often it's a misperception that having a CSR strategy is a distraction or can actually cost you money. But actually, most of Asian business leaders think that it's something to be looking at. The other thing to think about is actually, if you look in the government space, there's a lot of increasing regulation or frameworks coming out. For example, in India, one of the trailblazers on CSR, there's a law, companies of a certain size, of a certain profit, have to spend 2% of their net profit on CSR each year. In Thailand, if you're a listed company, you have to report your CSR activities to the SEC. And in China, the company law has been amended to encourage state-owned enterprises to take more concrete steps in order to drive societal development through their interactions with different stakeholders. So you see in South Asia, in Southeast Asia, in East Asia, both business leaders and governments are aware that this is something that is increasingly important. And so as business leaders adapting to constantly changing times, it's important to stay abreast of these developments. So that's what I'm going to try and do in the next 10 minutes, tell you how to stay abreast of all of this. So the most fundamental question, because you're business leaders, your responsibility to your shareholders, to your investors, is to generate value. So you're going to be asking, what's the business case for CSR? It's fine for me to stay here and say, businesses need to make a positive impact. But ultimately, why as business leaders should you think about CSR? I think one thing is obviously it helps to improve your brand image. So if you're a consumer-facing company, for example, we found through various surveys that actually if you have CSR and you're doing something positive to help in your community, your brand is going to have a better value. And that matters when you're making sales to customers because actually if you have a better brand image, it helps you get more sales, generate more customer loyalty, and therefore make more money. And you can see that actually consumers, particularly younger consumers, are particularly willing to pay for a product that really meets the sustainability requirements of them. So if you don't have a CSR strategy, you could find that you're losing access to some of your key customers. But also there's other benefits. I think one is actually not thought about much, but actually how do you attract and maintain the best talent? Because Gen Z, which is people born until between about 1998 and 2012, so something I'm a part of, that community, around half of Gen Z say they're not going to join a company unless that company has the values that resonate with them. So if you're looking to attract the best talent in the region, the best young talent, you might actually be missing out on the people if you don't have a CSR strategy in place. And of course, that young talent coming into your organization is going to generate long-term value. So it's really important that you capture that talent, but also that you retain it. Because 90% of employees say that if they're doing sustainability work at the company, they're going to feel more engaged. They're going to be more likely to enjoy their work. And of course, that's going to generate more loyalty and they're less likely to leave your company. So it's not just about getting the talent in the door, but if you have a CSR strategy, if they're engaged in making that happen, then these employees are going to like the company more and be less likely to leave. So that's also crucial for executives to think about. And also, it actually can save money. This is, again, as I say, something that people don't think about. But for example, if you think about maybe just optimizing your emissions or taking a look at reducing waste in your organization, that's corporate social responsibility, but also it can help you save money. And the stats I have is something like 92% of, as I say, of companies think that have found that having a CSR strategy actually helps them save money and generate net financial benefit. So you see there's all sorts of reasons to do CSR. And finally, accountability to investors. So around 61% of investors say that if you have a CSR strategy, that's indicative of having an ethical behavior in your company, and that makes them more likely to invest in you. So it's not just about increasing your brand value and generating sales, but also for attracting investment. It can be a really helpful thing to think about as well. And finally, of course, the main reason CSR matters and why it's a thing is that it's about actually making a positive impact.
Lần ta sẽ bắt đầu người ta hỏi các bạn, hỏi là ô ấy
Hello everyone, this is Caesar, the Chief Technology Officer of TikTok. Hello everyone, my great honor, the Chief Technology Officer of Relations. Hello everyone, my great honor, the Chief Conference to be held in Singapore. As a member of the IEEE International Blockchain Center in Singapore, I'm well aware of the impact and potential of blockchain technology worldwide. WikiExpo conference will provide a valuable platform for industry leaders, technical experts, and innovators from around the world to exchange ideas and discuss the development of exchange ideas and discuss together. I would like to congratulate all the friends who are attending this conference. I would like to make the WikiExpo conference a great success in Singapore, becoming a grand event in the field of blockchain. I hope everyone will gain a wealth of knowledge and inspiration. Everyone will gain more like-minded friends and inspiration. Contribute to the innovation and the development of blockchain technology together. Last but not least, I wish you all an enjoyable time in Singapore. I look forward to meeting you all at the WikiExpo. I look forward to the future of blockchain together.
Hello WikiExpo has been committed to building a successful business. WikiExpo Financial Industry. Here I wish the WikiExpo Global Financial Summit. Here I wish the WikiExpo Global Financial Summit.
Aiming at supporting emerging talent in sport and entertainment, aiming at supporting emerging talent and I'll be participating in the great financial conference where we will be able to explore our development innovation and I look forward to an invitation. I look forward to enlightenment. I look forward to an invitation. I look forward to enlightenment.
As well as on the founder of WikiFX. I would like to thank you WikiExpo for inviting me, and I'm looking forward to participating in WikiExpo Summit. And WikiExpo is going to unite my WikiExpo. I look forward to seeing you all.
Hi everyone, this is Martha Ramos, the founder and CEO of WikiFX. I'm the founder and CEO, and I want to personally invite everyone to the WikiExpo 2023, taking place on May 27, 2023, at the Marina Bay Sands. This year's event at the Marina Bay Sands that will discuss this year's event and of course interactive workshops that will explore the latest trends and innovation in the world of Wiki and at the same time Metaverse, blockchain, and Wiki. I hope to see you there and please stay safe. I hope to see you there and please stay safe. I hope to see you there and please stay safe.
I look forward to save the business that was I look forward to save the business that was
Hello everyone, myself Sunny Mohanty from Bitcoin Crypto Trading Exchange. I'm going to participate in this WikiExpo Summit. WikiExpo has been committed to building a successful business in WikiExpo industry. So I look forward to visiting WikiExpo. See you on the event.
Hello everyone, I'm Thomas from Sinopharm. I will participate in this WikiExpo Summit. WikiExpo has always been leading the industry trends. Here, we have forward to communicating with our lives. Hello everyone, communicating with our lives. Hello everyone, we are Singapore-based early stage venture capital fund. We are Singapore-based early stage venture capital fund. We are Singapore-based early stage venture capital fund. We are Singapore-based early stage venture capital fund.
The WikiExpo Summit has been committed to building a successful business network for the financial industry. So let's come together and network and innovate. So let's come together and network. I'm excited to meet everyone live and in person. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Tony Fu from Hong Kong International New Economic Research Institute. I will participate in this WikiExpo Summit. WikiExpo is the most professional event in the financial industry. Looking forward to communicating with you live.
Hello everyone, I'm Emily from WikiExpo. I will participate in the WikiExpo Summit. WikiExpo has been committed to building a successful business network for the financial industry. Looking forward to communicating with the financial industry.
大家好，是来自中国移民的大家好，我将参与WikiExpo
现有人碰撞思想，开大家间。
Hello everyone, I'm David Gu from Singapore. Hello, I will participate in this WikiExpo. WikiExpo is a professional event in the financial industry. I'm looking forward to meet you in Singapore. Thank you. Have a nice day. Meet you in Singapore.
I'm Hassan Ahmed, the country director for the Singapore and Coinbase, the global trusted country director for the Singapore and Coinbase WikiExpo Summit at Marina Bay Sands this year. WikiExpo is a great place to keep up with industry trends, as well as connect with your fellow participants across the financial services, as well as connect with our fellow participants across the financial services, as well as connect with our
Good day everyone, I'm Ian Chu, founder and CEO of WikiWeb, a Singapore-based climate tech company that decarbonizes digital infrastructure. We do so by reducing the CO2 associated with websites. I'm pleased to be speaking as part of a panel on the topics of ESG and part of a panel on the topics of ESG at the upcoming WikiExpo Singapore 2023. I look forward to speaking to all of you on the 27th of May 2023 to EMU Singapore time. See you soon. EMU Singapore time.
I will see you soon at WikiExpo Summit. WikiExpo has always been leading the impact strategy. So I'm really looking forward to the impact strategy with you.
Hello everyone, I am Bing Shue from NUS. I will participate in this WikiExpo Summit. WikiExpo is the most professional event in our financial industry. Looking forward to communicating with you live.
Hi, this is CEO of WikiFX. I will be speaking at WikiExpo Summit at Marina Bay Sands on the 27th of May. And I'll see you there at Marina Bay Sands on the 27th of May. And I'll see you there at Marina Bay Sands on the 27th of May.
WikiExpo is participating to building a successful network for the financial industry. Looking forward to expositing your network.
Hi everyone, my name is Ibarki Bonaparte from Singapore. My name is Ibarki Bonaparte from Finance in Singapore. My name is Ibarki Bonaparte from Finance has been dedicated to very successful business has been very successful.
Hey everyone, my name is Ilan from WikiFX. I'll be participating at WikiExpo Summit of Singapore. Really looking forward to see everyone at WikiExpo Summit.
Since its founding in 2019, WikiExpo has been a place in which like-minded companies in finance have been exchanged the latest ideas and companies in finance. This year, the WikiExpo is held in Singapore at the Marina Bay Convention Center. My name is Daniel Armo, founder and CEO of WikiFX International Private Limited. Now, I have actually touched people now with Singapore and involved into a major financial center in Singapore. Now, I would love to see you guys at this event on May 27th. I would love to see you guys at this event.
Hello traders, this is Max, founder of WikiPH Trading Community, and I will be participating in this upcoming WikiExpo Summit. WikiExpo has been committed in building a successful business network for the financial industry, and I'm looking forward to communicating with you in the live event. And I'm looking forward to communicating with you in the live event. And I'm looking forward
I will be participating in this WikiExpo Summit. WikiExpo has been committed to building a successful business network for the financial industry, to building looking forward to WikiExpo to communicate financial industry, to building looking forward to WikiExpo to communicate financial industry, to building looking forward to WikiExpo to communicate financial industry.
So I will be speaking at the Wiki Expo Summit in Singapore. I hope to meet all of you and exchange some insights in the industry. See you soon.
Institutions, and it could become in Hong Kong, in Singapore, it could be a kind of the portal of the fund from the traditional field to Web3. And talent is important as well, technology, users. When we see these four inflows come to Web3 field, the next wave, the next bull market will come. And what is stage of now? I think we can divide all the cycle from the bear market to bull market, and then bear market again to four parts. Just like the first is recovery, overheat, stabilization, reflection. Even though we think now it's the winter of the Web3, it's the stage of reflation. But as for me, I think the most important stage is the stage 4, the reflation, because from the recovery stage, a lot of people will get involved in this field, and the money come in, but you are not very easy to earn money in these two stage. But nowadays, the market is not very hot, and the coin, the crypto is not very expensive. Maybe there's some more chances for all of us. And we have some confidence. Even though nowadays it's bear market, the crypto field is not very popular nowadays, but as we see, just like from the beginning of Web 1, the company here, they are the giant company, Chinese company, American company. They are not kind of the real star. And from the beginning of the mobile internet, Web 2, they just from very start. And now we are still on the very beginning of the metaverse, the Web 3. So even though the future is not very clear, even though we cannot see everything very well, but we can see there will be some changes. Everyone agree that the Web 2 has reached the roof, and the next wave has already started. And finally, I give some information of the UAP. UAP is University of Web 3, and I'm sorry, I forgot to replace the QR code. You can only use the WeChat to scan this. But if you want to make connection with us, you can go to our booth or just there. You can go to booth. I'll be there with you. You can discuss with me. We provide the kind of the offline courses in Hong Kong, in Singapore, and in China mainland, and we provide the online AI-based multi-language Web3 learning platform, the UAP.ai. So we are just it's a long march. It's a really long march from the new technology to new finance, new business, new organization, new rules, new economy, and finally we will reach the really entire new civilization. It's important, but we have too much time. So we should resist. The only thing we should do is build and hold and wait for the next wave. The winter is come. The next wave, the next bull market won't be very, very far. Okay, thank you all. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Dr. Yu, and of course for your inspiration and of course the sharings right here. So, ladies and gentlemen, now we would like to have an fireside chat session. So let our crew and of course to stand by a little bit because we get ready two sofa chair and of course up on the stage. Okay. So in the meantime, that we are going to have our speakers and of course two of them right here. I would like to introduce to all of our friends right here, Mr. Malcolm Tan, the Chief Strategic Advisor of Chairman Office of the Technicorum Holding Group, and Mr. Alvin Yap as well, the founder of our Altered Verse, to have a discussion on the topic of today's right here for our first fireside chat. And of course, this is we call it the Metaverse, Unlocking the value of a virtual world. 那接下来呢，我们会有这个炉边的谈话环节。然后呢，我们现在邀请到我们2位的这个业界分量级的嘉宾。然后呢，也是我们的 Mr. Malcolm， 还有我们的 Mr. Alvin 上台呢，就是分享。有请我们2位的这个嘉宾上台 ，Mr. Malcolm and Mr. Alvin。
Hello, good morning, guys. Thanks for having us. And Malcolm and us will talk a little bit about the metaverse. So, yeah. Okay, all right, so I'm going to introduce myself first. So, I'm Alvin, I'm a founder of Altered Verse. So, what we do is digital twin metaverse. Creating virtual worlds that is a mirror of the real world. So I come from a gaming background as well as a geospatial background. So I'm marrying the two domains. So what we're doing is creating a digital twin world that is used currently to solve real world problems for enterprises and governments in the area of like tourism, human resource, education, and all that. And then we're using blockchain to tokenize the assets. And there's many more stuff that we're augmenting, especially using computer vision and large language models to power our avatars.
Hi, good morning. All right, so my name is Malcolm, and I'm the Chief Advisor for Technicorum Group. And we do everything there is in the digital asset space. And for me, the metaverse journey started 6 years ago. And I was an advisor to several projects from 2017 to 2018. At that time, it was not called a metaverse, right? It was called a virtual reality. And if you go back maybe 15, 20 years, then there are all the massively multiplayer online games like RTS, real-time strategy, or role-playing games, World of Warcraft, these kinds of things, or like Second Life. So these were the actual origin of VR environments and metaverse. Right, but of course, after Facebook came out and rebranded themselves as Meta, then they came out with the term metaverse. So nowadays, we all call it metaverse, right? So metaverse would be all the other types of realities like VR, AR, XR, MR, etc. Right. So we're here to chat about what's the potential of metaverse, and it's going to be free form. And so Alvin and Alvin and our group has already done a joint venture where we have a metaverse company, and we are doing various things in it. So we were here to let you know what we see as the potential. Because of course, I'm sure a lot of you have heard metaverse was super popular like 1 year ago, and then now it seems to be a gone narrative because Facebook itself is pulling out from metaverse as well, right? But I see a great potential that still exists in this space, and we're here to tell you about it.
All right, cool. So I think one of the questions people have asked me about in this field is, what is exactly the metaverse and what can it do for me? So I think depending on where you're coming from, if you're a consumer or a business, I've seen quite a bit of investments into Decentraland and Sandbox. They've been buying lands and all that. Even banking institutes are going in to experiment. However, it seems like they're not getting a bit of the returns because the users are not fully, returning back all the time. So concurrent usership is one of the main challenges. And so I think for me, the metaverse needs to evolve a little bit more. In some areas, more like gamification and not just playing games and all that, but a little bit deeper that involves some challenges. And also, I think if we could connect the real world and the digital world, there'll be some interesting use cases. Example like getting offers, discounts, etc., and all that. Working with advertising and sponsorships that will result in direct benefits in the real world. Possibly there are some interesting use cases. And so I think Metaverse itself needs to also take into account the onboarding of new people coming in. Some of it you need to understand about the wallet, the connection and all that. Let's try to find a way to do away with that and onboard the next generation of mainstream users.
Right. So maybe I can tell you about the original metaverse applications or the projects that I was involved in. So the very first one that I got involved in was a environment where they created a user toolkit, and anyone who knew how to do basic HTML5 coding could use their toolkits and create their own metaverse. Meaning that you can create an environment where you can link different content and even Ethereum Foundation, right? We talked about Ethereum just now. Ethereum Foundation actually had one space as well, and they had LV, and they had Ford, and even Ford. You can see a car, you can rotate, you can move around in it, right? So that was 2017, and today those are even stronger applications that have been developed out. Another project that I got involved in was a game, right? So it's a metaverse game, a VR game. So put on helmet, headset, equipment, took a gun, went around shooting zombies, right? So there are cameras inside the room. Then there was another project that was a listed company from Germany, and it's still around today. It's still on the Frankfurt Stock Exchange, and what they created was a celebrity-led kind of a VR environment. So the founder of that company was actually a very big football agent. So he got Bayern Munich stars like Cristiano Ronaldo from Real Madrid, the Real Madrid team to come in as well, and they put their avatars. And they even had like sports stars, like a famous German table tennis player, and they could capture his image. And that was also playable. So they had the sets, and you can play the games with your favorite star, right? So that's another application. And this founder also had adult entertainment applications of virtual reality. So that's another of the lines or industries that metaverses, VR can be used for. Right. So those are just some of the early examples. What we are doing today, 5 years, 6 years from when I first got into the space, like Alvin said, and in fact he was mentioning earlier, so he's the CEO of a company that does digital twins for environment. Now environment is only one of the aspects of metaverse. And their aspect is to create hyper-realistic digital twins. For example, they've already done a proof of concept for Singapore Land Authority. And in fact, a lot of governments, a lot of authorities, a lot of government agencies, large enterprises, developments, building owners, all want these, right? Because then they can put it onto a platform, and people who are not even in that space can consume content. They can navigate, they can see how it is, and they can build further applications on it. And just a couple of weeks ago, I was talking to a robotics company, and they are doing mobility robotics. And what they do is just capture the space and scan everything so it's hyper realistic. So it's very useful for developers, contractors, quantity surveyors to measure the progress of a building, and also for the development owners and the building owners to actually create these metaverse spaces to allow their customers or visitors to interact with these. Maybe Alvin can also give further insights on this.
Wow, thanks for talking about my project. So so for me, when I started out the company looking into metaverse, I see that there's a lot of common problems in terms of trying to get user traction, getting consumers on board, and everyone's like trying to sell land and all that. So I was looking more like what else besides the consumers that we can bring value to, and so I started on the path of looking into using the metaverse, especially the digital twin metaverse, to help governments and enterprises solve problems. So I think going forward, one of our strategies would be to also adopt AI. So one of the idea is to use computer vision to help create 3D models of the real world faster, and of course train the avatars on the client's knowledge base, so that these avatars can be 24 hours, could be multi-language, and it's definitely a lot better to engage with the end users. So that's mainly the area that we're focusing on, and eventually we'll want to democratize the metaverse development, so that you can have a platform to easily create environments and avatars using generative AI. Yeah.
Right. So let me cover some more applications, right? Because we are all about applications. If you create a technology and nobody uses it, then it's no use. And it brings to mind an interesting article about, I think, Decentraland or Sandbox, where there was an article saying that there was only less than 100 people inside interacting at one point in time, at any point in time. So that's very, very small adoption, right? And that doesn't bode well for the industry, which is why actually a lot of the large players have started to scale back a bit from this. But anyway, there are a lot of applications. Like for example, I remember that early last year, there was a article from KPMG that they spent $30 million to build their metaverse. And when I look at the metaverse, I hope nobody from KPMG here, but it was terrible, right? It was something that's 15, 20 years ago kind of technology, cartoon stick figures, and they expect their customers and clients to actually use it, their own staff to use it. So I think that was a lot of wasted money. But why I'm mentioning it is because another large, a very, very huge major financial institution actually started talking to us and said that they wanted a hyper-realistic, very high definition kind of a metaverse, so that their customers can do their financial services engagement with this. And now we are also talking to banks, and a lot of the larger banks recognize that they are losing touch with the younger generations. So they are viewed as very traditional, stodgy, conservative, boring, and then the new generation, millennials, don't want to bank with them. So what do? They come up with digital avatars, they come up with metaverses, come up with environments where they can create banking halls. Like for example, HSBC, PwC, they have spent millions of dollars buying plots of land in metaverses in order to engage the younger community. So it's not a matter of just making money from it, but it's a window to recapture that kind of environment. And in fact, earlier Alvin was mentioning about AI. So this is something we are getting into for a separate project. We are injecting AI into different verticals, but it's also very applicable for the metaverse, because with a metaverse environment and digital avatars coming on board, infused with AI, then a lot more things can be done, right? So eventually, I think we are all moving towards what a movie Ready Player Go is actually envisaged, and we are moving there. And I remember I was consulting a bit for Sony as well, and they were asking, what are the various applications. And I said, people like Apple, Facebook, Sony, if they concentrate on what they are good at, which is deploying large amounts of capital for R&D, they can own the hardware area, right? Because the software, the applications are so fast moving, it's very hard to compete with everybody. But if they just concentrate on the things that are very high barrier of entry, own the hardware, which has to keep improving, right? Then eventually it will improve to the stage where we are able to get into metaverses without so much hassle. Right now, the barrier of entry is very high. It's very hard for people to get in. Like for myself, I bought an Oculus, I think one and a half years ago, and I hardly ever touched it, right? Because there are so few applications in there that you can actually use at this point. And of course, you get dizzy if you spend too much time on the headsets.
Yeah, on that note, I think Apple will be launching their VR glass very soon. So we are also kind of preparing our own library of 3D assets to start developing on that platform. And I think some of the other use cases, besides, I've been talking about enterprise use case. So for personal use case in terms of metaverse, the metaverse could be a private metaverse. It doesn't have to be like a public one, where you and your family members can be inside. And the avatars that are inside, you can actually train them with your social media, with even your speech, sound, and all that. And technically, it's getting a bit Black Mirror. meaning that you could immortalize yourself in the metaverse. So long as the metaverse is there, if you train your avatar to be like 60, 70% sounding like you and thinking like you, that's another whole realm of area that you can, it's definitely within possibility as well. So one of the areas like the grieving market, you could metaverse your pets, you could send videos and photos, and then the AI could replicate its animations and its sounds and all that. And yeah, so there is definitely an ethical kind of question, and so that's how brand new technologies like AI, metaverse, when they combine together, it will definitely bring out a lot of ethical questions whether we should do it or not. It's like the movie Pet Cemetery. So yeah, so that's a lot of interesting use cases.
Right. Other things like fashion labels, for example, like Louis Vuitton or Dolce & Gabbana, they were getting into this space of NFTs and creating their metaverses as well, so that their customers can interact on another level. Earlier I mentioned, governments are getting into it. A lot of tourism boards are getting into metaverses as well, so that they can create a digital twin of their city. Like for example, Seoul, Singapore, Dubai. These are 3 cities amongst others. They are already developing a digital twin of their city, right? So that tourists can come in, can navigate, can find things, right? So eventually we'll see a lot of different contexts. And one of the metaverse projects that we're involved in, we've been working on it for the last 1.5 years. It is a reimagination of how people interact. So we know that everyone has different levels of comfort with technology, right? Some people just want to see their phone and do, let's say, WhatsApp, WeChat, communications. So that's a very Web 2 kind of an interaction. So in the Web 2 space, a lot of people are already very comfortable with the internet and tools and apps. So we have to move these comfortable millions and billions of people onto the metaverse, where there are only 10, 20 million worldwide who are actually using it. So there are hybrid models. Earlier you saw some slides from the doctor who was mentioning. So you have the Web 2.0, you have Web 2.5, which is a hybrid model, which I think is what's going to be useful right now. And then eventually there'll be a decentralized, open peer-to-peer kind of a Web 3.0 network. So I'm actually also from the Asia Web3 Association, and we believe that more and more technologies are getting in the Web3 space, and metaverses are one of those very big environments over the last 1.5 years that have been exploring Web3 interactions. Right. So this project that we're working on, it is a combination between Web 2 and Web 3 and a hybrid model. So how we onboard people who don't know crypto, who don't have a wallet, don't know how to get their fiat monies into crypto. We use middle layer platform providers. And so what we can do is to create just email and user accounts, and you don't even need to have your own wallet. You don't need to have your own MetaMask or your Ledger and your centralized exchange wallets. You can create something that's linked to your username, to your email. And this allows us to bridge the gap between the Web 2 and the Web 3 users. So another very simple example of how you imagine this is the internet, right? Like almost everyone here, or probably everyone here uses the internet, right? You use your mobile, you go on the desktops, and you get an internet. But I would say less than 1% of the people would actually understand how the internet works, right? If I ask any of you, how does the internet work? I don't think I will get an answer here. Maybe in a telecoms conference they will know, but probably not here, right? But you're using it. So eventually, 10, 20 years later, everyone will be using blockchain applications. A lot of metaverses will be used, but you don't really know how. You don't even need to know how, because that's something that the middleware, the middle layer platform providers are making it so dumbed down and easy that we can just use it, right? So I remember back when I first started in this space, 2017, 2018, we went to Korea, and at that time, Bitum was the biggest exchange before Upbit took over. And how Bitum actually reached out to the normal people is very simple. They just had one big red button, press and you can get into crypto, right? So all you need to do is that, right? Make it so easy for people to get in that they don't even need to know all the background layers. So this is what builders like Alvin are creating the environments, creating the platforms, the tools to make it easy, seamless for the people to get into the space.
Yeah, I think our time is up, but I just want to leave with this thought. So if you imagine you have books, you have magazines, and then now you have videos, you have YouTube, you have social media. These are all mediums to communicate. And next, what you're gonna have is experience, and which is what the metaverse is gonna bring next. So it's not a trend; it's coming. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Malcolm and Alvin. And of course, please have rest. And of course, thanks for your booth right here. And of course, sharing of the topic just now, we have it. And of course, later on, we're still going to have another fireside of the chattings right here up on the stage here. But right now, it is time for us to have the next guest. I guess we are ready. All right. Let me see your hand if Adrian is here. All right, it's there. Okay, so once again, ladies and gentlemen, and of course, thanks to our Malcolm and Alvin just now, and of course, we would like to invite our Mr. Adrian Leung. Okay, Adrian Leung is the Executive Director of Reader Trader Group. 我们现在呢邀请的就是 Reader Trader Group 的执行董事，然后呢 Adrian Leung. Today, Adrian present topic is going to be Forex in the current digitalized financial markets. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and let's welcome Mr. Adrian Leung up on the stage.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. All right, just let me get a little bit test on this. It's not working. Sorry, technical issues. Oh. All right, there we go. All right, thank you so much. All right, good morning, everyone. I hope all of you have gotten your breakfast already. So I'll make sure that this presentation won't be taking too much of your time. So allow me to introduce myself. My name is Adrian Leung. Right, I'm from Malaysia, and today I'll be representing my company, which is Rider Trader Group. Okay, so once again, thank you so much for WikiFX to be providing me this opportunity, right, to be here to be presenting to all of this in this wonderful expo. So previously for WikiFX, we also attended their events in Dubai and in Hong Kong. So today's topic will be mainly about, how does technology, affects all these financial markets. So as Rider Trader Group, we are actually a broker in this financial market. And to give a little bit more understanding on what is about Forex. So maybe a show of hands, any of you here are, trading in this financial markets? All right, we have 1, 2. So are you guys focusing more into foreign exchange or the stocks market or commodities? All of it. All right, that's good. So for those who haven't raised your hand, maybe I'll give you a little brief explanation. What is Forex all about? So as you all know, today I've arrived in Singapore, actually yesterday, and I've been to Orchard Road, 313 Somerset, and I realized one thing. There's a very heavy queue, in the money exchange center. So actually what is going on? So we do realize that there's a lot of hike of interest rates, and Singapore dollars is also increasing in value. If to compare with Malaysia ringgit, 1 Singapore dollar now is actually equivalent to 3.4 ringgit Malaysia. So we are seeing a lot of heavy queue and all this money exchange. And on top of that, actually Forex has been in our world, since the early 1940s and 1950s. It has already been in, our industry all this while. It's just that we do not realize that. Okay? So for example, another easier way to understand about Forex is that all of us here like to travel, correct? So I'm sure that most of you like to travel to UK or even to Japan or even to Australia, right? So as you all know, if you're from Singapore, you are unable to use Singapore dollars, to be used in overseas countries. So what do you need to do beforehand is that you need to exchange these currencies. So in essence, Forex is also quite similar to all these activities that we do on our daily lives. Okay, and it's also part of a global marketplace, right? And the unique thing about Forex that it operates 24 hours a day. right? Knowing that we have 4 different time zones, right? Comparative to the stock markets, right? And also Forex is quite flexible and you're also able to buy and sell without restrictions. Okay, so in terms of Forex, it's actually a buying of one currency and selling towards another currency. Like I mentioned, right? Converting of your national currencies to whichever country that you prefer. Okay, and it also has a base currency and quote currency. Example, if we are looking at pound to USD, right? So if 1 pound is equivalent to, I'm not sure what's the rate right now, right? Maybe around 1 point something. Okay, so in essence, it's meaning that today you are required to purchase 1 pound. Okay, you will require around like $1.50 perhaps, right? So that's part of the example. Okay, and it's comparatively different to the stock markets. So for stock markets, the advantages or the disadvantages, actually, why would people choose Forex most of the time? Okay, because first, it actually, you can start trading in Forex in any particular amount. It could be as low as $50, $20, or even $100. Like, okay? Right, so, yep, I think I get too fast with that. So one thing that we realize about the advantages of this foreign exchange market, right? So all this information of foreign exchange market is actually very easily accessible. Okay, you can go from Google, you can access through all the World Wide Web, and especially there's also no corner market or rig prices. What it means that it's actually not that manipulative. If you compare to cryptocurrency, I believe that you might heard of this term called whales, right? So this particular whale has a huge amount of this particular token and could affect the direction of the markets, right? But if you look at Forex, it's actually not easy to do things like that because we are not only trading against retail traders, we are also trading against all these financial institutions as well as banks. Okay, that's why it's considered quite a fair and efficient market. Okay, so the other advantages, which is your trading options. So for foreign exchange or this financial market, you're not only able to trade in currency pairs, but you're also able to trade on commodities such as like gold, silver, okay, and also like stock and indices, right? So it provides a lot of variety. You can also even do like spot trading or future agreement, okay? And all this comes with different size and maturities. So do you often know that one of the advantages in the foreign exchange market that, in daily transaction volume, compared to others like cryptocurrencies or stock markets, actually Forex is one of the most liquid market in the world. Okay, it consists of up to date $7 trillion of transaction volume on a daily basis. So why do people all look into Forex? So actually this is part of the reasons. And lastly, you can enter and exit the market anytime. All right. Right. Low transaction cost, like I mentioned. You can start as low as $20. Right. So when it comes to all these advantages, as Forex is unique ability of two-way trading, we're also able to leverage. We can also take advantage by leveraging it. So, but in terms of this, it's also able to magnify both of your profits and gains, but at the same time, there's also risk that implies to using leverage, right? So if you are doing leverage from 20 to 30 times, it implies the risk as well. But I'm sure most of you here, haven't heard of this leveraging term or haven't used it, okay? So it actually has no limits to the amount of movement. So I'm sure you may have heard of this term like, why do 90% of traders fail, right? Because they are assuming that foreign exchange is a quick, get rich kind of scheme. So you have to understand that Forex is also more like opening up your own business. Without a proper strategy, without a proper goal, you won't able to obtain your financial freedom. So it will be terms like gambling, okay? So please do not gamble in this market. It's very volatile. Okay, and the other disadvantages would be operational risk. So when we're talking about why traders fail, is also due to it's very difficult to manage operationally, especially when we are involving human abilities. So one thing about human is that we do need to eat, we do need to sleep. It's impossible for us to monitor the charts on a 24-hour basis. That's why there's a lot of these new technologies that you can, see in this exhibition, where they provide, innovative, EA programs, even like some have bot trading or even AI trading, to overcome all these human limitations. Okay? All right, so as we are, that's a comprehensive subject about Forex. So right now, before we move on to the final part, so I'm just gonna give another brief explanation on my company, Rider Trader Group. Okay, so our company is actually registered in Australia since 2020, and fast forward to this year, we are also proud to announce that we are approaching our 3rd year anniversary. All right, so this celebration will be held in Macau. Okay, and overall within these 3 years, our main target audience will be in the Asia Pacific market. And right now we have also expanded throughout the Southeast Asia, right? Especially Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand, Vietnam, and so on. So the licensing that we are using based on Australia license, which is the ASIC, Australian Securities and Investment Commission, as well as our offshore forex license from the Europe, which is St. Vin. So overall, our core business today, yes, we are actually wouldn't consider ourselves a traditional broker. Right, we are actually more towards the modern approach. Even though like all the brokers that we are experienced here, yes, this business is a profitable business, but what we focus on is we also reinvest into technology and development. Okay, so we do specialize in creating EA programs, and as you all know, ChatGPT is one of the hottest topic for the early of this year. So how do we actually integrate AI trading into the forex market? So this will also be part of our research and development team. Okay, so overall we use this EA program, and we also focuses a lot on education. So these are the 3 main indicators that we focus on, which is moving average. Right, everyone knows this, relative strength index, as well as stochastic. We believe that these 3 main indicators, it works even for professional or even for starters that wish to trade in the forex market. Okay, so and the platform that we're using, which is MT5, but there will be a good news on top of this. Rider Trader Group will be also launching our new application that will be soon to be announced. All right, so this is the advantages of MT5. I wouldn't like to brief too much, as MT5 is one of the latest version compared to MT4, and it provides more variety of trading products, analysis tool, and also is full integration with 10, which is the liquidity provider. All right, so when it comes to, these are the 2 final slides, bear with me. So when it comes to where does the fund goes? So this question is, I believe, based on my experience, not much people actually sort of like ask this question. All they are only focusing on is the surface, how much money I'm making on a monthly basis and so. But for us trader, what we emphasize a lot is more to deposit speed, withdrawal speed, as well as customer service. Because we know that Forex, we can't really regulate Forex in most of the countries. Right? So we have to go through an offshore alternative. Okay, so for this, to give you a little bit more understanding, like all the flow of funds have to go through a segregated account, right? So one of the segregated account that is available in the world right now would be JP Morgan Chase Bank, or some would even be using like Bank of America, or even like Citibanks. And all these top tier investment bank and finance service are very much involved, such as our liquidity providers, like LMAX, and so on. Right? Third-party escrow services, as well as the funds are protected by most of the regulatory country agencies. So that's about it for the funds. And for the final slide today, yes, Rider Trader Group, in conjunction to our subsidiary company, which is Radian Academy. So what we focuses a lot, yes, everybody wish to make money, to be financial freedom, but in all, education is an important factor. Okay, so for Forex education, with the help of Radian Academy, we will be providing all these free learning courses. All right, so if you wish to check out more on this information, kindly visit our booth at C number 4. Okay, so that's about it for today. All right, thank you very much. All right, thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Adrian. And of course, should you pass the mic and of course back to our usher. And of course, we will be preparing for the next fire chat later. And of course, in a short while, within 1 minute's time. And of course, we would like to have two of our major guests right here for the second chat. And of course, it is time for us to have some adjustment for the chair location as well. All right, I guess it is going to be time. All right, once again, thanks to Adrian, and of course, this is time for our second fire chat sessions right here, and it's going to be a very hot topic again. So we are talking about the AIGC and GameFi next trend, proof of the contribution as well. And of course, let's welcome our two speakers right here: the CEO of KT Arena.gg, Mr. George Year, and of course, and the founder and CEO of the game and L2Y Research, Mr. Lester Lee。现在我们开始第二个炉边座谈，然后呢，这个环节呢，邀请到的就是我们的 Mr. George， 还有我们的 Mr. Lester， 有请两位上台。All right, should we begin right now, or we should have the chair a little bit adjust, not to. Yep, that's correct. That's what we're talking about right here. All right, so we're gonna have something like the almost face-to-face, but let's begin right now. But before that, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause and put your hands together for Josh and Lester.
Thank you, thank you. Can you guys hear me? Okay, awesome. Thanks for joining us this morning, everyone. So, as you guys know, my name is Josh. I'm CEO of KD Arena. We are a gaming and social ecosystem platform that has about 2.5 million gamers right now. And I have the privilege to be speaking with Lester, CEO of the game.
Yeah, thank you, Josh. So my name is Lester Lee. So I'm the founder of thegame.com and L2Y Research. And I've been in the crypto industry almost like 5 years. But before that, I was a venture capital in traditional finance. And I launched the game in 2021. We already fundraised to run 10 million in total. Yeah, so I think as a fintech investor, finally entering the